students, you know light travels in a straight line. It is true if the light is traveling through the same medium. If another transparent medium comes in the way of light, what will happen? Let us see.
Here you can see a ray of light. You know rectilinear propagation of light. Now this ray is passing through. You have to consider that is passing through air. If another one medium, you can consider that is glass, comes in the way of light, what will happen? You know this glass is also a transparent medium, so light can pass through that. But what will happen here means the light will change its direction. From this you have to know if light is moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction. That will change the direction of its path. Here the light is bending if that is moving from one medium to another medium. We can call this phenomenon of light as refraction of light. Here you can see the definition for refraction. The change in direction of light when it passes from one medium to another obliquely is called refraction of light. This word is very important, obliquely. If that ray falls on this medium, that time that is making an angle with the interface of these two media. Interface means intersection of here air and the glass. So refraction means the change in direction of light when it passes from one medium to another obliquely is called refraction of light. Another one definition also there. You can say like this: the bending of light from one medium to another medium.
You know, if the light is moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction of light. We can call that as refraction. Here you can see, you have to consider if light is moving from air to water. Air one medium, water another medium. Then what will happen? It will change the direction of light. Like that, from water to air that is coming, that time also that will change the direction. Like that, if light is moving from water to glass, that time also change in media there. That's why what will happen? It will change the direction. From glass to water also that will happen. So when light enter from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction. That is called refraction of light. Children, you know the optical instruments like camera, microscope, telescope, etc. work on this principle of light. Okay children, there we are using lenses that we will study from this chapter. Suppose you have to move from A to D. Here you can see a path, no? In between B and C you can see a marshy land. Marshy land means mud and water will be there. You are walking through this. Here no problem there, you can walk easily. But after entering this marshy land, what will happen? Can you go through the straight line? Some changes will be there. Then after coming out from here, now you are at C and you can go easily to D. What is the difference here? Here you are moving through a path and in between your path you can see a marshy land there. That means there is a change in medium there. If light is passing through a medium and in between that another transparent medium coming, that will change the direction. Come to this point. Here you can see if you are entering to this marshy land from B, what will happen? You will change your speed. Your speed will be reduced. There is a change in speed. That is also happening in case of light. If light is moving from one medium to another medium. So here you know if light is moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction. Okay, that only we called refraction. Now you can see what is the cause of refraction. Change in speed of light is the main reason for refraction. Here you can see in this diagram on light ray there, light is passing through air and after reaching at this interface means the intersection of air and glass there. After that is entering into glass. What is happening here? Here you can see in this diagram, direction of light is changing. So if this light is moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction. Why the direction is changing means there the speed of light is changing. There the speed of light is decreasing here. What is the reason for that? Let us see that. Children, see here, consider 3 rooms are here. Room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. You have to think these 3 rooms are of same size. You can see in the first room 4 persons are standing there. In the second room 15 persons are there and in the third room 3 persons are there. Here you can see number of persons in each room is different. Suppose one person has to move from this room. You can see one point here. From here to the room 3 through this room 2. He has to move from this point to this point. Can you think this person can move with uniform speed? Uniform speed, you know, the speed is constant. Can he move with the same speed through this second room to room 3? No. Why can't he go like that? Here you can see number of persons in the first room 4, number of more persons are there in the second room. After coming out from here, if he can go with the same speed. But what will happen in this area? Here more persons are there, so his speed will be reduced in this area. Then we can go to light. Consider a light ray passing through air. Then that is entering into glass. Again that is coming out from the glass. Here you can see there is a change in the path of light. Then you know air means number of particles less there comparing to glass. You know glass is a solid material. So you know so many particles are there and all these particles are tightly packed there. So for this light ray coming through this way means you know for that light ray the constant speed 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second is there. We can consider that maybe vacuum also. So in these two cases, air or vacuum, the speed of the light will be 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. After entering into glass, what will happen means the light has to reduce its speed. Why? Here more particles are there. That's the only that is reducing its speed. Then after coming out from here, it can increase the speed. So we can say the speed of propagation of light is different in different media. Here you can see 2 types of media, optically rarer medium, second one optically denser medium. You know if light moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the speed. Consider light is moving from air to glass. In air it has one speed and in glass it has another speed. So in air it can move faster than through glass. So here you can see a medium in which light travels faster. We can call that medium as optically rarer medium. Then here if light travels slower in a medium, we can call that medium as optically denser medium. You know about density, so optically denser medium means more particles there, so it has to reduce the speed. There light can travel with less speed only comparing to the other medium. Here optically rarer medium, here the number of particles less there, so it can move faster there. Come here you can see air and glass. Light is passing through air means no problem, it can move faster there. Then coming to this glass, particles there, density there, that's what will happen here, it will change the direction. So in this case air is rarer medium and glass is denser medium. Now when a ray of light passes from a rarer medium to denser medium, what will happen to the ray. We can see. Here you can see this is air. This is optically rarer medium. Then this glass means optically denser medium. Here the ray is passing through rarer medium, then it enter into denser medium. Here you can see this is the ray of light. If this medium is not there, it will go along a straight line. Due to this transparent medium only, you can see the direction of the path of that light ray is changing here. You can see here now, like that reflection there, you know the normal, like that here this is the point of incidence and this is the normal. You can consider, you can see this ray we can call as refracted ray, and here this is the incident ray. So here you can see the refracted ray is moving towards the normal, that is bending towards the normal. So when a ray of light passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, what will happen to the refracted ray? The ray will bend towards the normal. Here you can see incident ray and the normal. This angle we can take as angle of incidence. Here this is the refracted ray. The angle between refracted ray and the normal you can take as angle R, angle of refraction. If you are comparing the values of these angles from this figure, you can say angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. In case of reflection, we studied angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. But here, if the light ray is moving through a rarer medium and that is entering into a denser medium, so rarer to denser medium, light is traveling. In that case, angle of incidence will be greater than angle of refraction. Here you can see the refracted ray is bending towards the normal. Here you can see when a ray of light passes from a denser medium to rarer medium, what will happen? You know, denser medium means light is moving with less speed comparing to the rarer medium. Rarer medium means, you know, a medium in which light can move faster. So here you can see light is entering into air from where? From glass. So here light is moving from denser medium to rarer medium. Here the speed of light will be less than that through this medium. So here you can see this is the incident ray, and normal you can see here. What will happen to the refracted ray? Here you can see the refracted ray is moving away from the normal, that is bending away from the normal. This is the incident ray and this is the normal. Here comes angle of incidence. Here you can see this is the refracted ray and this is normal. Here the angle will be angle of refraction. Here if you are comparing angle I and angle R, you can see angle R is greater than angle I. Here the angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. Okay children, angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. Here when a ray of light passes from a denser medium to rarer medium, what will happen? The refracted ray will move away from the normal, that will bend away from the normal. In this case, angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. Children, here you can see a ray of light passing through air, entering into glass, then moving out from the glass, emerging out from the glass to air. Here you can see incident ray, this is the normal, air to glass, rarer medium to denser medium, the ray is bending towards the normal. At this interface, glass to air, denser medium to rarer medium, the refracted ray is bending away from the normal. In all that cases we discussed, there we are considering the rays which are obliquely incident at the medium. So if the ray incident perpendicular to the medium, what will happen to the ray? For this ray nothing will happen and there is no refraction. It can go through the medium without change in speed. What is the reason? We will study later. The refraction of light produces many effects which we can observe in our daily life. We can see some examples here. Here you can see a pencil held obliquely and partly immersed in water. This pencil appears to be bent at the surface of water. Or you can see a broken pencil here. What is the reason for this? Here you can see a pencil there, and that pencil that appears to be bent, or we can say appears to be broken there. What is the reason for here? Here the light rays are traveling from one medium to another medium. That rays are entering into our eyes and we can see this pencil there. You know, if light rays moving from one medium to another medium, that will change the direction. That's why you can see a broken pencil here. Now you can see this is the pencil. Now this is actually not broken there, but it appears to be broken. That is due to this refraction. Now another one example. Now you can see a small green color ball in my hand. I am going to put this into water. You just observe what is happening there. So again I am going to put this. Here you can see this is a small ball. This is the actual size of the ball. If I am putting this into water, you can see if that is in water, its size appears to be bigger. What is the reason? That is also due to refraction. Now you can see a spoon. I am going to immerse the spoon in water. Can you see what is happening to the size of the spoon? The size of the spoon appears to be bigger than its actual size. Here again you can see that broken pencil. Here if you are observing here, this you can do at home. Then you observe what is happening there. Here you can see there is a change in position of that pencil. That only we can observe. That means apparent change in position there. That is also due to refraction. Then you know children, mirage, that is an optical illusion. This optical illusion is an example for this refraction. What is mirage? Later I will discuss. In the next video we will discuss about laws of refraction of light.